Alright, so I made some notes I want to show you guys over here. Full disclosure. Go to settings. Open this up a little bigger. I got nervous in this area. Somewhere a couple of times I got nervous. But I did re-enter and recover. So now I'm just going to be patient, watch price. We're at the bottom of the gap. I put the TP 50% of the gap that's currently open. It doesn't have to trade there, but I want to capture as much of this as possible and not give it away. So I definitely need to make sure I see what price is. I'm hoping it's going to continue to bounce off this two candle pullback. I'm not going to add anymore. But if you notice here at the bottom of this spinning top, this order block, I'm going to put my stop there. It should go below that, but because I'm being greedy, I want to take as much as I can of this 118. I'm not looking at how much I've gained already, because that's a problem too. My concern right now is just following the process and monitoring the trades. The goal is 432 on these three. Again, I'm trading two different accounts right now. I don't know what the other one, I don't know what that one's up, but it don't matter. What I'm focusing on is really monitoring price action as I study price action, and kind of give you what's going to be required if you decide to become a professional trader. You're going to need patience, know how to read the charts, and what I'm getting right now is a potential consolidation. And let's see if it's going to break this eternal high, this short-term high here. In theory, I would have added here or there. Maybe I should have, but I don't want to be greedy. I don't want to start training myself to be greedy, because this does this every day. So I can come back tomorrow and find a trade setup any day of the week, as God promised me in 2010. Let me show you what I mean by that. This website needs to be up to date, but I want you to read my testimony here. On the 17th of October 2010, I decided to, after a series of meditation and prayers, to take up the challenge of starting a business that will give me the kind of life and freedom that I want. I learned to trade, I learned many smart concepts, strategies that I'd like to share with you and help you grow even a small account. I may have taken that testimony out. Talk about my journey, how I have to renew my mind. But you know, in my meditation and prayer time, I believe I heard God tell me He's going to teach me how to get money out of the market anytime I want to. So I started the journey years ago. Kept it silent for a while. Went public a little too early. And I went to public on time, but I learned a lot of stuff then. But now I'm just going public in a different way. So if you want to learn how to trade, you can watch some of my videos. I'll talk about some things there. Alright, so it looks like it's going to stop me out there, or begin the range. Remember, the bottom of this order block is where I placed my stop, $72. Now if that happens, and I anticipate, I see a fair value gap here. So I'll put my stop in a pretty good place, huh? Hadn't gone there yet. Like I mentioned earlier, I think it's going to range here for a while. What time is it? It's 18:30. There's going to be a macro at 18:50. Let me go to the 1 minute chart so I can set the macro up properly. 19:50. One just ended at 19:10. So we're in macro time now. So let me set up the next macro time, which is here, 18:50 to 19:50 to 2010 is the next macro time.
Order filled.
Okay, so that stopped me out. But this is going to be macro. I definitely need to change that setting. Get that from to black. Let's make it black, bold. It's not an AM macro. Just macro time is good enough. Okay, so that's your macro time. I'm going to enter back in this trade because it looks like we're going to be playing the range.
Order filled.
So move that to there. Well, you can see the execution on the chart. I don't need to put the candles, the arrow there. Here's another macro time. I'll be watching price. Target is these relative equal highs here. This high here, looks like we're there. Again, we might start ranging here. Let me lock this macro time in. Let me unlock it for a second and run it higher. And also run it lower. And now lock it. Again, the target would be the 50% of this level here. At this time it's $316. It may fill the whole thing. But we'll just manage it and see how it works out. Again, I don't like to lose, so I'm going to take a percentage of this right there with a short stop. At least I'll make $10. Worst thing can happen, I'll pay more commission by adding on, but looks like we might want to range here, like I said before. If it breaks out of this consolidation here, because we're just consolidating right here. Again, our target is up here, which is 50%. Of this other level here. I'm going to unlock that and make a change inside this for a second. I see the dotted lines, but I want it to be solid. That's all. And relock it. So that's the target for now. If we get there, we get there. If we don't, we don't. It'll get there eventually. So it's consolidating, accumulating different orders. I anticipate a breakout above that. I could be wrong, I could be right. We'll see what price does. We have to, at this point, we just have to watch price. I don't like to take a loss, so I'll take a little gain and just get back in if I need to. If it doesn't explode. The wicks up here, doing all the work. Have a bearish bullish pattern. I don't mind being stopped out. If it does, I'll just make another
order filled.
All right, so I'm stopped out. Again, we're going to play the range game here. Ideally, if it's come down below this and go after these wicks, or maybe even down here. We got some wicks down here, some lows down here, temporary lows. Eternal sell side liquidity. So we're just going to play the range game around here. Fair value gap. Let me identify that for you guys if you're new to trading. It's not a 1 minute. Yeah, it's a 1 minute fair value gap. It comes back into this gap. If it stays above the 50% level of this gap, I'm going to jump back in. I'm going to wait for another pullback. But this is a fair value gap here. I want to lock that so I won't accidentally move it around. I didn't take this, so I'm going to take this off. I'd rather buy when it pulls back. But we might get a big strong impulse move here in a minute. Equal highs there. See how far this is going to take us to go down to the 30-second. I like that push here. I like the fact that it didn't go there. It didn't take out that. So here's what I'm going to go ahead and make our entry here.
Order filled.
On the 30-second. Could be wrong. Could have jumped the gun. Go back to the 1 minute. Find the target. So let me go to the 5 minutes. It's probably easier to see. Okay, so let's take this. The goal here is this here. Now what I'm going to do is measure the strength of these wicks. This 5 minute fair value gap is holding, or 1 minute. We're on the 5 minute chart now, but that took place on the 1 minute. You can see I got in there. In only 3 micros. Alright, so we got our push here. That would have been a TP area, TP1 and TP2 based on this Fibonacci range, but we're going for that area there. Let's see. Wait, I should have a template for this one. Why did I do that? Different profit targets on this one for, I have it set up for 1, but I don't want to use that one. Just want to use the 1 deviation. Spread it out. Kick that to the right, to the line to the right. And OK. And lock. Now if we get to this 50% level here, the other profit target levels are here. This one is 2, projected target 2. This one is 1, projected target 1. Open this all back up. Get rid of this Fibonacci here if I can. I got nervous in this area, not trusting the setup, but I re-entered and got back in. We've got some room to close this gap. Will it do it today? I don't know. That's why you see me in and out of trades, because I don't know what it would do. Let me clean up some of the stuff here. Depending where this wick closes on the 5 minute, we can produce another, well, there won't be a fair value gap. So we went down there, came down here. Another fair value gap, maybe retest down here. Bearish engulfing candle, dark cloud cover. We're going to be coming into a macro time. During macro times, the algorithm typically runs for inefficiencies. That's what I was taught. Now it might close as an inside bar. If you look over here to the right, we have 1 minute, 58 seconds to tell you how much time is left before the bar closes. Let's see how this candle is going to close in the next 45 seconds. I'm red right now, but green up for the whole hour and a half. Still in positive territory, so I feel good. Again, I'm trading two accounts. This is the lead account. I have other accounts attached to this trade that's doing the same thing on their different account. Alright, so the new candle closed there. Closed kind of weak. It touched the fair value gap. Let's see if this is going to hold. I'm watching down here. We should get an explosion. It went to the consequent encroachment, the middle point, the 50% range of this fair value gap. And here come our explosion. Back to the green, back to the green, back to the green. Be a good time to add right here, but I'm not going to do that. I'm really interested in seeing what happens in the macro time. In the macro time, I'm gonna go down to the 30-second chart. One of the reasons why I have it on the 5-minute charts now, because if it was going at 15 seconds per candle, 30 seconds per candle, I won't be able to comment on things often because the price be moving too fast. We have just over 3 minutes on this candle before it closes. I'd like to see it close higher. It's still respecting that fair value gap. Just over 2 minutes before this candle closes. Let's see how it's going to close. It already went to through the 50%. If we went to a lower time frame, that would be a break of structure. This would on the 15-minute chart. Let's take a look at it. It would simply be a dark cloud cover. Bearish engulfing on a 15-minute. Took out this sell side. There's relatively equal lows over here. Took out as well. Break of structure. Order block. Bearish. Fair value gap. Sorry about that. Here's your breaker. Took out this swing low, took that low out. Went up to these. Close up. Went all the way down here. Went up here. Took that high out. I'm going to move this to a order block high. I used the body of the candles on that and not the wick. I'm tempted to add here. But I want to see price run these highs up here. Equals highs over here. I want to see price take these highs out. We have a low over here, last swing low, low right here. Let's see if this is going to turn into an inversion of fair value gap. Will we get another push to the upside? But we're in the sell side delivery model now. Typically, I like to do something like this. This is a bearish order flow. Will it continue? Yep, looks like we're going to break to the downside. Popped into that order block there, the body of it, not the wick, but just the body. If this does turn into a pullback after this little consolidation, it should pull back almost to our entry price. Typically that's what I see happen, but I could be wrong. Let's see what price tells us. So we already took out the eternal side liquidity there. So I'm going to move it here. We have a swing high and a swing low. I need to work on my reversal patterns. Work on your reversal patterns. Put that out there. Yeah, I need to work on my reversal patterns. So that fair value gap held for a moment. I need to work on my reversal patterns, identify them more quickly, or close the trade. Wait for the next setup. Reversal pattern, bullish engulfing, break of structure, market structure shift, up, pull back down. Reversal pattern, bearish engulfing, break of structure, bam. Break of structure right here. And take it to the downside. Where was it headed? What was it targeting? This swing low, took it out. This swing low, took it out. Traded that swing low. We have a swing high, a swing low. We also have a power of 3. And it's macro time. So now I'm going to 30 seconds to see how things move in at 30 seconds with this macro time. It's supposed to sweep liquidity inefficiencies during this time period. All this consolidation here. Let's see if we can break this high right there. So this is the internal buy side. I don't know why that's red. Why is it red? Green. Touch that old order block over here to the left. where I put it on the body of the candle, not the wick. Just broke through it. So we're creeping down. Now this is the new sell liquidity. Macro is supposed to attack liquidity or inefficiencies. In the macro time, it attacks liquidity or inefficiencies during macro times. You just saw that. Went for the last liquidity. Alright, so we attack the high side in the macro time. Let's see if we can get a push up higher. Take out these equal lows here, equal highs. We have a small target here. But ultimately, we have buy side liquidity, equal highs and lows, equal highs up here. Let's see if this macro is going to run it. In hindsight, we have, let's open this up. No, it'll be over here. We have a bearish engulfing, pullback, bearish engulfing, break the structure here on this bar, which means it's going to attack this left side low. It attacks it out here. Went up, pulled up, attacked that one. That became legitimate. Pulled up, ran into a breaker, a fair value gap, inversion of fair value gap. Ran down, took out this low, ran back up, didn't break it there. Went down, pulled back, went down, pulled back. Broke this liquidity here. Now we're inside the macro time, and that's what trading does. Now this is on the 30-second chart, so each one of these two bars combined together is 1 minute, etc., etc. So if I was to go to a different time frame, this would look completely different. Which brings me to where we are on the 15-minute time frame. So we do have this area so this low is taken out, that low is taken out, this is now the new low. We're getting finding some support here. We can attack this high here. That high could be attacked. Turn on buy side. Inside this, the macro, we didn't take out this high. We're going to attack this low again. On the 15 minutes, we have a bullish order flow candle. Typically with this, you get 50% pullback. To there, it's already done that. We may go a little lower and attack this sell side. trying my patience. Notes to myself: I need to work on my reversal patterns and identify them more quickly or close the trade. Patience, patience, patience. But that's on the 30-second chart. It's on every chart because they look the same on every time frame. Not chart, excuse me, but every time frame. Ugh. Now this low is the new eternal low. Internal sell side liquidity. What is price telling us? Be patient. Note to self: bearish engulfing. When this candle closes, you're going to have a, well, let's see what happens. Well, you're not going to have a fair value gap there, but we have dark cloud cover. You notice there's a little small imbalance right there. I think that's an imbalance. Is that an imbalance up there? Let me go see that a little better. Let me go back to one chart. We have a volume imbalance right here. It was already swept though. Definitely have one here. Lower time frame. You'll find those a lot on the lower time frames. The micro time frames. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Volume imbalance. Right there. Well, we have one right there too. Just created another one. I need to work on my reversal patterns and identify them more quickly or close the trades. Reversal pattern. Here's a 3-bar reversal pattern here. This down close candle. The doji, spinning top, dragon, whatever tail you want to call. Then you have the power of 3 on the lower time frame. Boom, the breaker structure was here, which is a market structure shift. We need a breaker structure there. Note to self: I need to work on my reversal patterns and identify them more quickly or close the trade. Alright, so you look at the bearish order flow here. Typically I'm expecting some resistance right here. But it broke that resistance, now we're back in profit. Patience, patience, patience. Target is these relatively equal highs to the left. That's your target. Equal highs and lows in this area. That's the target now. I'm ignoring the previous session high. I think that's from another session. So let me get this out the way. This here, if I can get to it. Remove it. Alrighty. Target is still here, the 50% level. Try to get this buy side taken out first. We're in the macro zone. It typically attacks inefficiencies and things of that matter. Patience, patience, patience. Alright, so it looks like we're going to approach this relative equal highs. Probably push up into that. See if we're going to get above the 50% of the remaining gap. out of curiosity, I'm going to measure the percentage of the remaining gap. So here to here, we're in different quadrants now. Let me get rid of the other one so I won't confuse myself.
Order filled.
Oh, took profit there. All right. So we hit the 50% mark. That was the target. Target hit. Trade for the day done. I'm going to take a break now. But here's the good news. It does this every day. So you don't have to sit in front of your charts all day long staring at the darn computer. I'm going to clear all this out, remove all the drawings. But that's how you trade. This is how you do it. Patience, patience, patience. Now, the gap is still there. I'm going to reset the gap level. Because that's remaining. Okay. We can close this gap. Now this is the 30-second chart, okay? So we broke over these swing lows and swing highs. We have a fair value gap here. I'll annotate. I need to see this bigger. New target would be this 50% area. I thought I changed that. What I'm talking about is the breaking of the middle line. Go ahead and extend it to the right. Boom. I'm going to set this properly. Gotta make it bigger. Oh, I see some choppiness on the wicks. I'm going to run a fib on this. And I'm going to use the quarters. I'm using the quarters to identify quarters. Not the Fibonacci levels in there, but just the quarters. Let me lock that. Go back to where we are. Price. See it pulled back. We're inside the fair value gap. If I was to make a trade now, back to the upside, it would be here. See, what happened? Oh, okay. That is where I would add a position, but I'm gonna wait. So see, would it close there? We've got 20 seconds left. Where would it close? Where would it close? Where would it close? All right, so it didn't close there, so I'm gonna buy 2.
Order filled.
Now my new target is going to be 50% here. If it comes back to this area here, I'm going to add another 2. If it comes back to the middle line here, where does it close? Where does it close? Alright, it closed above that, so I'm going to add just one more. I'm just going to add one more.
Order filled.
You'll see the at there. And now the target is up here, 50% of that. Reversal patterns. I need to study reversal patterns. Here we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candle reversal pattern. This is the 30-second candle. Go to the 1 minute. It looks different. So this is going to be our new high, eternal high, relatively equal highs. on the buy side. I need to study my reversal patterns. 1, 2, 3 candle reversal. Hadn't broke structure yet though. If I put measure this level here and put it in quads, I can grade this pullback. Alright, so this is a pullback failure. What do I mean by that? We're probably going to go a little lower, tap into this fair value gap. Fair value gap here. See if that holds. Ooh, there's the swoop. Cup and handle, cup and handle, cup and handle, cup and handle. There's a curve. Here. Goes down. Here's the handle. Here's the teacup. Oh, what pattern is that, y'all? Pop quiz. Ask yourself that question. Question. What does it tell you? Question mark. Call out. Did the wrong one. Yeah. Delete that. Delete that. Something that's better. What's better? What's better? Remember, this was, I don't use it that often. It's this arrow marker. Okay. Boom. Ding. Cup and handle. What does the cup and handle tell you? Let's find it. Cup and handle pattern. What does the old funky internet say? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Open up thing. Neckline, cup and handle pattern. So it should be breaking north, right? You measure that. It's your target price. That's the minimum price. So let's go back to the cup and handle. The cup and handle. So it says measure here to the break. Boom. It already fulfilled it. But that's the minimum from this cup and handle break. So what that tells me is to here, grab it, put it something like this from the break, and the minimum is, guess what? Our target already. The cup and handle pattern too. You'll learn that. Take your time. Study yourself approved. Cup and handle. What is a cup and handle? What does it tell you? Well, look at the neckline, measure the neckline, project that neckline already up. Guess what? You already had your target there. Alrighty. Moving slowly, slowly, slowly. Well, I'm going to change this live stream to something else here real fast, you guys. Go to the other Topdowntraders account that I haven't made a trade on today yet, but I'm going to look into that as we speak. Come on, thing. Just dump some data feed here. Go here, open up. Alright, so here's the NASDAQ. Let's just go here. Okay, so open up my other stuff. Come on, thing, what's the problem? Oh, I'm streaming, so it's going slow. Okay. So that means we need to go to full chart. No, I need to look at the dollar index. Here I'm going to focus on the dollar index and not the NASDAQ. I'm going to focus on the dollar index. Okay. It's the 1 minute chart. We're going higher, so I'm going to go here and start annotating some stuff here. This is our target. So I'm going to go down here. Let's start here. I'm going to go long here. And the target's going to be there. Stop's going to be there. Move this over. So that would be an entry, and I will log that here. Go to here. I'm going to target these relatively equal highs here. I'm going to buy here. I'm going to go long here. Only when it enters above that. Target's going to be here. And I'm going to shoot for, that's inefficiency here. That's what I'm shooting for there. Shooting that up, close that up some. Next, gonna go here. I see sell side liquidity, which is now buy side liquidity. I'm gonna go long here, and only when it breaks out here, and the target will be there, and I'm gonna move that here, and I'm gonna go there. Now I'm gonna move down to here. We should be going short, so I'll go short. I'm going to go short here with a target there. Tighten up the stop there. And let's go 50% of this dollar amount. Going to go here. Put this over here. And I'm going to go buy, sell here. To the next one. This one's kind of moved already. So I'll enter there. I'll enter there. Stop here. TP here. Throw this over here. And we're going to go down here and mark that up there. And we're going to go here. Same thing. Here, get in there. Target there. Targeting that liquidity. Come there. Boom. One more. Go ahead and short here. Targeting, entering there. Gonna put my stop here. My TP down here. We're going to go short here, and we're going to go short here. Alright, so all of these, 1, 2, 3, what are we doing with gold? Are we going to play with gold today? We are at a higher high on gold. Let's do a projection. 2-year high. Let's say here. Where's your other fib? Use this? Nope. That's just color. I need to do default. Okay. So what we're going to do here, we're going to go along here and target that. Going to swing down to here and go along there. And these are all my predictions for this particular account. So we can toggle back and forth to different accounts. Oh, we already hit target, y'all. We missed the target. Guess what? We already had the target. Guess where it stopped? It pulled out exactly where it needed to pull out. We have a cup and handle pattern. What does it tell you? Well, it tells you to measure the move, project it forward. Boom, that's where it was. But before we even measured that move, we had it already targeted because we had graded the gap. Well, it doesn't have to completely take out the gap, but it's a pretty good probability that it would. So what I'm going to do, since we're at the bottom of this yellow line here, which in my opinion still is a discount area, I'm going to enter another trade here. I'm going to go long here, and I'm just going to target here. Now this is the 30-second chart. Let's see what the 5-minute looks like. Relative equal highs. So we're going to place another trade. Here's a high we could target. There's a high we could target right there. There's a high we could target. Relatively equal highs. Take this back. We could target this. We could target that. How about that? Template. Eternal buy-side liquidity. Oh, it's in here somewhere. Where's the eyes at? Eyes. There it is. Oh, we can target some inefficiencies here on the 5-minute. Let's see where we are. Let's see where we are. So we have this, we have that. We have that. Little small inefficiency. We have that. 2, 3, 4. We have there. We can actually target. Hey, let's do a measured move. Well, we got this one here too. So one at a time. One at a time, Sam. One at a time. One at a time, Sam. Alright, let's make that move. We're going to buy 2. Should be in here somewhere.
Order filled.
We got filled. Put your stop there. And we're going to target this eternal buy-side liquidity. Relatively equal highs and lows. Relatively equal highs and lows. And if it continues, we'll just go after this one too. Oh, buy-side liquidity. I don't know why that one is purple. That would have been, but it's not eternal. Internal, this is external. So we're going to target those with 2. Break above the 50. You know, I'm going to be a little greedy here. I'm sorry, gang. I'm just going to add one more.
Order filled.
So I'm in 3. Targeted here. Another $250. We can scale out there. Put a target there. Another 600. What is that? I don't know. You can't even see that. Where's my glasses at? Is that 9 or 6? I can't tell. What is that? I can't see that number. Am I going to need a bigger screen or what? That's 604 or 664? 604.50 at 752. We'll see what happens. And we'll see what happens on the other charts too. Oh, and already in profit there. Going the wrong way here. Am I wrong here somewhere? And profit there. Where we at? Haven't gotten there yet. Haven't even entered. Let's go here. Almost hit target there. Let's go here. We're not in profit yet. In profit here. In profit here. Alright, so we're having a great Sunday. Thank you, Jesus. So, we're still red over here, so let's go back to the 30-second. Reset the chart. Alright, so we're pulling back a little bit. What are we pulling back to? Oh, wiki. Well, we know where our stop is. We don't have to be that low. We just have to be patient. We're going to get some consolidation here. There's a fair value gap right there. I'm going to grade this fair value gap. Yeah, I'm going to grade this gap. And here, I'm going to grade that gap. I'm going to get rid of this because it's no longer valid. This should be moved. This should be moved to here. We're going to lock that. And now we're going to grade this fair value gap. How strong is it? I should have graded these two. See if we hold. So we have a bullish. Yeah, I should be taking notes.